Well, hey there, and welcome to Homa Academy Live. How you all doing? Hope your week has been well. It's Friday. It's the roundup of some of the new games to hit the store this week, and we're concentrating on Arcade Idle this week. We are continuing in the flow of Arcade Idle and got some exciting things lined up for you in the next few weeks. We've got our very own Arcade Idle playbook coming out, which is really comprehensive, and that will be an Academy exclusive. So if you haven't done so already, make sure you are signed up for the Academy. You can find links in the description below, and you'll get access to that. Well, it's kind of like a mini course blueprint that's coming your way within the next few weeks. So super pumped to get that one out. We'll probably do a live stream accompany. Oh wow, I can't say that. English is hard, of course. I know I still can't say it. Let's move on. But to go along with that, we are going to do a live stream as well. So look out for that coming your way soon. So, like I said, head on over to the Academy inside Homa Labs, where of course you can test your games with us. If you've got any prototypes, come along and we'll run a test for you and check all the juicy KPIs that go along with it. And maybe you can see your game published with us very, very soon. Right, we're going to get straight into it today, because there's a new game that's popped up on my radar that I really want to have a look at as well, aside from the main one that we're going to play today. So what is up, everybody in the chat? 8 Great Games, video, Alp, Jilly, Hosni, Colette, Melek, everyone, good to see you here. Let's jump straight into things and let's get cracking today, because these Arcade Idle games historically, obviously they're a lot bigger and they take pretty typically a lot longer to get going. You need to grind a little bit and stuff, but we'll see how these ones fare up today. But before we get on, if you haven't done already, down below there, scan that, join our Discord. You can see all the new games that I post throughout the week, hand curated by me. Just the really sort of the best quality games I can find, the ones that look interesting and all of that good stuff. So not just splattering you with just any new releases, handpicked throughout the week. So it's worth joining just for that, to keep your eye on the market. Second thing up, just a bit of housekeeping before we continue. CPI show is next week. OLEC returns for another load of gorgeous information, nuggets galore, and obviously we will accept your submission. So we've got a fair few in already, but if you haven't done so already, head over again inside the Academy. You'll see this form here. You can just fill that in, upload your video, and we will be playing your game on the stream next week for the CPI show. So if you want some feedback, if you've had a prototype that hasn't gone as well as you would like, then we will play it, and Oleg will give his tips and tricks and suggestions on where maybe you could improve, some things to consider. So really excited for that one. Really look forward to these shows every month inside the Academy. So yeah, and if you haven't done already, be sure to subscribe so you know when that's going to come up. And if you want to see more of all this kind of stuff, vote by hitting the like button on the video as always, and you can leave us a comment as well underneath, which helps us out a ton. All right, let's go. So we are going to play a new game from Say Games today. It's called King or Fail, and I'm pretty excited to look at this one. I am going to turn off my airplane mode straight away before we begin, so we don't get any pesky ads while we're playing it. Let's have a look at the store, actually. Before I do that, let's have a quick look at the store listing here. So we've got, there we go, it's a preview video. So this is what we're going to be playing today. Typical Arcade Idle face value, but there's a few elements in here which I think really takes it over to the next level. And it looks a very accomplished, very polished game. And I think it will be a great exercise today to start exploring some of the features that we see in this game, and give you some ideas of some things that you could potentially add to yours. Theme wise, it's kind of, it's a battle type Arcade Idol, which we haven't really seen. So they're kind of mixing two elements here. We've seen, I mean, our very own Zombie Defense, and a couple of other ones that spring to mind actually do incorporate a kind of a battling system, but I think it's really important on this one that it looks like a way more tactical type game, and I really want to play it. Jilly says, I've just started playing this. It's really neat. Thank you for posting up so many games every week. You're very welcome. Yeah, so like I said, head on over to the Discord because it's always good to keep an eye out of the market and see what other people are releasing to get inspired from and just feel the beat and the pulse of the market to ensure you're building the right games. Look at what the bigger publishers are releasing, certainly, to get a flavour of what is trending right now. Because there's, us publishers, we set the trends here by releasing the games. We see what's working. So it's a really good insight into what you should be building and whether does your game feel like it should fit inside the portfolio. Is your game on trend with the market? Because it's so important to get your timing right. So looking at the screenshots here, actually, we'll play that video again. Just want to have a quick look at the description here. Say games that always fill their description. Yeah, they always fill their descriptions in real long. Obviously, I'm not going to read all of this, but really nice laid out description here. Always polished. So we are mining, crafting, constructing, and management. And we are the king. Okay, cool. So obviously you can go ahead and get the links from the replay on Monday when this goes up inside the Academy. Let's have another look at this video real quick. So I'm really interested in this kind of thing. It looks like a really interesting mechanic. The chopping and the collecting is nothing new for an arcade idle. Pretty much staple stuff. But it looks like we're building this little town here. The camera looks great. Really nice App Store preview, this one. So I think you get the vibe of what we're going to be playing. They've got a game map in here, which I'm always pumped about because I'm super bullish on the game maps. I think they're really smart. And if you want to learn a bit more about that, you can go scroll down a few videos on the live section inside the YouTube channel, and you'll get the dedicated maps stream. All right. So currently number 140 on iPad chart US, which is pretty good. Marty Mayfly, what is up? Good to see you here. And Tom, what is up? Don't know if I mentioned there, Tom. Good to see you here, sir. All right. So a 4.7 rating, which is pretty impressive. And 320 meg as well, which is kind of decent. We've seen a lot bigger games than that. So it looks like there's a lot in here. Let's jump in without further delay. We're going to have a look at Idle Breaker real quick as well if we get time, because that's brand new from Ecstasy, which is my favourite studio. And it looks pretty awesome. So let me turn on airplane mode. If you're new here, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Just going to kill that game from multitasking real quick, so we don't get any ads, hopefully, if we can play without ads. And yeah, do say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're from. Great to get a feel of the room in terms of where you are. Oh my goodness. Where are you in the world? Let me know. Okay, and then we're going to go there. So tell me where you're from in that chat as well, because that would be really helpful for me, because I'd love to know where you're viewing from today. Wow, that was difficult. Yeah, life is hard. All right, let's go. Turkey, Marty, nice. Alp, Turkey, good. Awesome. So do let me know. It's your easiest way to get break your duck in that chat there. Turkey, well, big up Turkey. All I can say is welcome everybody. Tunisia, wow. Nice, Hosni, apologies. Good. All right, so whilst you're typing where you're from in that chat, let's have a look at what we're presented with here. We have a build a house instructions right at the top there. Poland, but formerly from Ukraine. Well, welcome. Wow, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Yevgeny, good to see you. Big loves to Ukraine, obviously. UK from Jilly. Well done, Jilly. Okay, so build a house. Let's have a run around. Let's check out the controls before we get any going. No pop-ups, which is great. No mad icons that we need to work out what they are. Just simple instruction to build the house, which is right in front of us. Let's run our little man around. Okay, nice particle as he's running. Good touch. Great texture on the grass. So controls really nice. Obviously virtual joystick here, which is good to see. Romania, good man. So keep your countries coming here. And let's go and build this house. We start off with 30 coins, which is always a good thing. So immediately we can do something. We don't have to grind for the coins. So let's build our house here. Nice. So graphics are great. So now we need to build a fruit stand. So let's go and do that. Again, we had enough coins to do that as well. And now we need to... Okay, so great onboarding, the moving with the camera, showing us where to go, holding our hand without being obnoxious with any pop-ups and stuff. I need to chop trees. Okay, let's chop some trees then. Auto chopping, obviously. So very nice, low key there. Don't even have to move the character. Good magnet on the logs there. Alright. And we're automatically chopping down our berries there, and let's run and sell some. So nice pace to start with. At any time, by the way, do let us know your comments in that chat. This is a conversation between ourselves here. We're just loading this up and playing it. Oh, we can build another house. Let's do that. Don't know how this volume is. Volume's good. Alright, cool. Great animations and models. Very polished, yeah. As we'd expect from Say Games. But this is really quite nice. I like the chopping here. You don't normally see that. Nice to have a different animation. He's got an axe on the trees, right? Yeah, good. Okay, that's nice. So yeah, palette is fantastic. Okay, so level 5 to unlock that bit up there. Just sort of half scouting around while I chop these things. Okay, and we can upgrade our thing here because we might as well. And that's giving us a few more berry bushes here, which is good. Let's go and flog these. That's kind of neat. So I like the fact it's giving us the arrows all the time, which is nice. Pretty unintrusive, which is always good. And saying that, we've got one over here. I like the split level in the land here. That's kind of nice as well. And 35 for the swordsman. Let's do it. Cool. Okay. So, no. Ooh. So that was kind of nice, introducing the UI there. Dropped us a shop in. We might as well check that out. So, use tickets instead of ads to get rewards. Okay, so tickets as the currency. Pretty nice. So now we've got XP. What's this? Alright, so it's a great old... well, we might as well. Oh, here's the map. Okay, can we scroll up and down? No. Alright, so a nice little map here. Not the prettiest, of course, but it doesn't need to be. But it does lead us up that path, which is what I'm saying. So we know we're on our way to something here, which is great. Let's just attack it, why not? Ooh. Okay. Attack the enemy. Let's do it. Okay, this looks easy enough. Then we bust this down, do we? Cool. Pretty good. I like the way it takes you out of the game to do the fighting. I think that's really smart. Okay. Great camera work. Nice transitions on the UI. So we leveled up there. We can now level up the blueberry farm. We can make a ballista and we can expand our castle. Very good. Alright, so let me know in the chat what you're thinking so far. For me, my main takeaway so far is the camera work is second to none, and I think the pace of this is really nice. How long have we been playing, do you think? 17 minutes. Maybe 10 minutes. It hasn't felt grindy in any way, which is nice. We can do that. Okay. We can build a storage thing. So we need 25 berries and 75 coins. What is up, Elbow? Good to see you here. This is classical arcade idle, isn't it? Does it have a good CPI? I don't know. It's not a Homa Games game. It's from Say Games, but you'd imagine that it does. We will have a look at the creatives afterwards. But yeah, so you've got to imagine that most of the games to hit the main account have reached the threshold and the metrics they're looking for. But this is really nice. I love the colours. Oh, I need to fill some of these up. Let's sell some of this stuff. It is great onboarding. I think it's really nice. I love... Oh, what's this? Town Hall. Oh, we need... Alright, we need more stuffs. Okay. And we can level up over there, which is great. So let's just do a bit of this. So very simple, which I like. What's this gold thing? Wow, what's the gold thing? That's weird. Should we do this? Oh, we got a mate. Is he gonna harvest them, do you think? Maybe they have one mechanic which they're using for marketability and building game around that mechanic, or maybe they have one mechanic which they are using for marketability and building game around. Maybe we'll check out the CPI videos after we played it for a little while and see what they're doing for it. But it's got a really nice feel about this for me. You know, some of the arcade idle ones, they seem a little bit humdrum, if that's a word you guys understand. A little bit meh in that respect. Would you consider make automation on bringing fruits to the market? It was annoying for me that I can't buy a helper for that too long in the gameplay. So what's this guy doing then? Is he not, does he not... Wait, what? Hold on, let's go down here. Is he not chopping them? Yeah, he's chopping them. Yevgeny? Oh, wow. I didn't find that too long for me. I think that leveled up quite quick, if that was your question, for the helper here. I think that was about right. We've seen a lot of these games where essentially all you do is go back and forth for the longest time, and that's where it starts to feel grindy for me. But the pacing on this feels spot on, in my opinion, for now. Very good colour grading. Playable assets are saturated, exactly. It's a lot similar to Dreamdale. Yeah, it's got a Dreamdale sort of feel to it, but I don't believe it's got the fighting aspect in that one, has it? Join and clash word. So there's our town hall. Oh, look at that camera. So now we've got a really significant upgrade on our base there. And now we can build one of those ballistas. Well, this is all changed down here. That's nice. Okay, so there's a lot going on. Let's just do... What's this gold thing? I wish helpers were much lighter in colour and a different colour too. Oh, okay, now that's not a bad shout. Because you can barely see him, can you? I mean, I guess when we stand next to him, he's smaller and a different sort of blue. But yeah, I wouldn't... Maybe, I think maybe you're right there. Maybe that would be a little bit... That would help, wouldn't it? Because these, the helpers here and the customers are all the same colour. But I guess we're the blue team. Black outline helps. Maybe. Yeah, we are team blue here though, aren't we? I'm not so sure. I don't find it So whilst I agree with you, I think there should be a little bit more separation potentially. At not one point have I been confused about anything, and I think that's the real tell when we look at this sort of stuff. For me, it hasn't been confusing at all to play. Alright. Let's build our cannon thing. Nice. So now it wants me to fight again. Okay. So what have we got here? I'm on level 2, so I guess we should fight. Can I drop some of these off? Okay. What is up, Blam Apps? Isn't it a bit boring as all the actions happen automatically and all you really control is running around? Well, essentially that's a classic arcade idle, Tom, for the most part. And I think this is where this section here is actually going to sort of essentially break up that sort of gameplay and transform. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. So I take it we can move this around. Alright. So now we've entered this part here, we've essentially got a different game. Let's go for that. Oh, that blast radius actually works as well. Very nice. Now you get into the action. Yeah, so you've got the arcade idle where you're building up your troops here. And I think this is really smart. And I do feel it's kind of next gen stuff for arcade idle, because it brings meaning to the upgrades. And I think that's super important for me. Yeah, performance wise, it's great. The overall polish of this game is superb. It's really weird, that blue map thing. Even that transition screen there is good. So now we got to level 3. We can build a pub. Well, I'll blooming drink to that. Kind of similar to Army Commander. A little. Yeah, remember, everything's a remix. There's no super fresh ideas. But this dude's collecting all our berries here, which is really nice. It's a decent speed he's doing that. So what? Let's build the pub. Come on now. Reminds me of Age of Empire in the early 2000s. It is a little bit the Age of Empire. You have a question? Go ahead. Oh, what's this? So skills. Okay. So now we've got the tavern upgrades our skills, which is nice. Okay. So health I don't think we need. Cheers indeed. Elbow. Attack? Yeah, let's do the attack. How much gold have we got? Let's keep the gold for now. And what else have we got down here? Oh, bowman. Okay. I'm doing it anyway. Alright, so need some more monies to get some archers. And there's nothing on this town hall. Okay. Does this make you want to spend a lot of time? Does this make you want to spend a lot of time playing it? That is a good question. I think that's... What's your answer? You know, when we're... I think so far, I mean, I'm in for 15 minutes or so far. I think it's curious. I kind of want to see the pace of the upgrades and the less grindy nature of it. I think it's pretty neat for me. But you tell me, this is what we're here for. What do you think? There's no right or wrong answers. I need money. Like more. Alright, another berry maybe. 36. Nice. Alright, so they've got a nice mix of multiple mechanics from different genres, from farmer type idols to a battle and hyper casual battle. Exactly. You think the progression is too slow? I tend to disagree personally. I think the progression, you've got to remember I'm talking a lot here, so we could like, alright, upgrade units, squad power 3. Okay, I think if I was to push on a little bit here and just run around a little bit more and collect, and and not do it sort of on the stream with you guys, I think this would be leveling up really quick. So let's just do the next couple of minutes. You let me know in the chat what you think. Do you think that's a fair shout? Do you agree with Mardy? Do you think it's too slow? And I'll try and like push this forward a little bit. I like you try Gunforce. It's an interesting game based on Contra with a modern hybrid. So curious to... Is that the one you sent me on Discord? Alp says he thinks the progression's alright. I certainly think certainly on some of the in comparison to a lot of the ones I played, this is pretty quick personally. It feels right. I don't feel like I'm grinding at all, which is my biggest bugbear because it feels like homework a lot of the time. We've leveled up pretty fast. We've got new upgrades to barracks and a new house. Okay, so presumably the new houses bring us workers, right? So let's see if we can get some money. I will take a look at that. You just sent it a little while ago. We can have a look at that, sure. What are these bowman things? Need level 2. Oh, I need to let... Is it this I need to let... Oh, I haven't got the money. Okay, so I need to upgrade. Alright. So I need to earn... Okay. Interesting to have two aspects of gameplay, building the town and fighting for the land. Exactly. That's what I really like the look of, because I think it makes the game design make way more sense. Right, so now that's those and they've got an extra power. And this here was what? I can do it now, right, okay. I like how the UI is simple and yet polished. Yeah, as we'd expect from Say Games, to be fair. Get a few more trees while we're here. Level 5 we can unlock this new area up here as well, which is kind of cool. So it definitely got this the sense of sort of base building of this as well, and I kind of dig that because a lot of the time, you know, on the arcade idols, especially the sort of collecting or cleaning, it kind of resets after every level and kind of uses the prestige type system, which I'm not a huge fan on. So I'd rather, you know, I can see the progression here, and we're keeping inside the build game to go off to use our upgrades in another game, and I think that's really cool. And we could definitely build this new house, I think. Oh, I need more money. All right, let's just get this more money. You have to work a lot for a kid. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Definitely next version of Arcade Idols. Yeah, exactly. I think it's a really nice one. Now, we did a lot of new stuff inside Aquarium Land, which is a huge game at this point. And it really is now a deep hybrid, I would say. But I think this has got a lot of things going for it. I don't want to spend my money. I want to get this house. And if we can get another worker, and let's see what the worker does. I'm guessing we get another worker, or maybe another customer. I love those shears he comes out there. I think that's fun. Prestige is a big put off for me with Arcade Idol. Makes it too grindy. Yeah, exactly, Jill. I think we're totally aligned on that. It's just not something. So you build up the all your things that you do on the Arcade Idol, then you get to the point where you clear it, and then you have to restart and do the same thing again. And I'm just not personally a huge fan of that. There's nothing wrong with it, but I think it's way more interesting to sort of have this thing that you're constantly building up. I haven't got enough money here, have I? Oh, okay. Not enough berries. Let's get some berries. 23 we need. Ah, boo. Okay. One short. Okay. Balance is nice. Meta for a break and make the game more exciting from a classic. Yeah, exactly, Marty. Exactly. It's got that second level. Oh, I've got an upgrade here as well now. It's got that. It's got. I don't know. Let's find out. Because whenever I'm bored of that, let's go and fight someone, right? Let's do it. Let's go up this map. And we don't know where the map's going to take us as well. So these fortresses here are getting a lot more complex. We've got a proper wall on this one. We had a couple of turrets before, didn't we? I thought we'd just wait until this ballista here goes down for 23 seconds. So yeah, I think that's a really important point that Marty makes there, is that it breaks up that gameplay. And like I said, I was bored of collecting, so I felt it a little bit grindy. Hopefully I'll let my men collect a load of stuff by the time I get back, and now we can have a bit of fun using the fighting things here. And at some point it's going to sort of wall us off to the fact that we need to upgrade to beat the next one. Yeah, it's nice water as well, isn't it? All right, so let's use our... Do I have to walk over to it? There we go. All right, so let's use this. I really like this mechanic here with this thing. So let's try and get as many as we can in this blast radius here. I guess we should take out this maybe? That'll do. Okay. Not sure how successful that was. Let's go. So how's my health? Seems pretty decent. Let's just YOLO it here. Okay, good. Seems simple enough. Plenty of money. There we go. Conquered. I like it. Right, we get a real ton of leveling up points there, which is nice. Looks like we got maybe one more to go on that. So what do we need here? We've got enough money for that. And then we need to go and chop some wood real quick. Oh, I did it anyway. Okay. Alright, so it literally did upgrade our house. That's nice. And what's this up here? Or is that always pointing there? Alright. So yeah, when you go away fighting, our little dude here goes and stacks our berries, which is really nice. So a manager that actually helps, which is good to know. Let's just get a few more while we're going. Not too far to run to the machine as well, which is good. What are all these dudes waiting around for? So I am short on money here. And that's the only source of money, isn't it? Okay. Any kind of tower attack style gameplay on that part? I don't think so. I think it's on the... I don't think so from the looks of it. We've just got... It depends what sort of weapons we can build as well, I guess. But let's just quickly get all this going. And let's figure out what we're going to build next. So 68. Might as well do this house. Giving us a lot more men, which don't actually seem to help all that much. Just customers. So at this point we could do with a manager to take the berries to the market thing now, I guess. Those gold towers are an attractive add-on. They should become interesting as enemy fortresses level up. Agreed. So as I forget now, was it Mardy? Who said, is it? Yeah. So Mardy was asking, the progression was slow and would it keep me playing? So far so good for me, if I'm honest. I think it's interesting enough. I'm kind of, for me, I'm probably more skewed toward the building side of thing. That kind of turns me on a little bit, rather than the fighting, even though the fighting's really good. I kind of want to see what all these upgrades do. But we'll get one more upgrade, then we'll do another fight. But I could really do with a manager to take this, take these berries and fill this green thing up, so we got a constant stream of money coming in. Because money is the kind of bottleneck a little bit here, I think. We're going to have to get to level 5. That's all the upgrades of the houses. One straight into a wall. Okay. And we've got... Let's do another fight. Oh, we've got some skills here. Don't think we need anything, honestly. Let's go. So on that top red castle here, which looks like the top of the map to me, so let's have a look. Uh-oh. Alright. Okay. This is going to be a struggle. Let's see if we can do it. Okay. Doing better than I thought we would. Nice. We're pretty hard, aren't we? Oh, they've got a horse. Check that out. That's kind of weird, but cool. Actually, I don't understand why we did that so easy. I thought it was going to be a lot harder then. Curious to how they did the CPI videos with both cities and battle scenes together. Well, we will check that out as soon as we start playing today. I guess King is quite tanky. Yeah, well, I guess I don't really know what that means. Alright, so what happens now? Alright. So, level 5, which means we can unlock the new bit of land. We now got apples, and the land, and a berry farmer. Another berry farmer. Okay. So, let's go and see how much this costs. 250. Alright. There's a farmer. Let's do this as soon as we can. Gonna need a ton of berries. A ton of berries. Alright. Oh, we get rewards for doing that. Upgrade the bowman. Okay. Alright. Oh, where is it? Here. We got enough. No. Okay. Oh boy. Alright. So, let's see how much this, go open up this bit of land here and see what that does. These berries seem to be rejuvenating relatively quick, so that's not too much of a blocker, which is nice. We need 35 of these things. So nearly there. I'll just take a slurp. Uh, 11. Alright. Good. Alright, so now we've got 2 dudes and there's... Oops, I didn't really want to spend that. There's an upgrade to the storage there. What do we need? We need coins. So let's concentrate on getting that unlocked up there. And then we'll... what are we doing for time? Yeah, oh my goodness. Alright, so honestly, it's the first game we played on the stream for a while. That I kind of lost track of time a little bit here. English is hard, it definitely is. So let's make some monies. So for me at the moment, I'm still kind of excited to see what's coming next, which is always a good sign for me. I'm genuinely curious of what's going to open up here. I'm really curious of what's going to happen when we... Because it looked like we got to the top of the map there. Which is why I like maps, because I want to know what's coming next. I'm not sure I think it's hugely successful, that map, and we'll have a look at that in a minute. But it's kind of, as I think Marty said in the chat there, it covers all the different sort of hooky elements of the farming and the fighting all in one here. I love this base. I think they built it really well. The scale of the game looks really good to me. Alright, 6 more coins. Let's do this thing. Alright, here we go. Okay. So what have we got? Houses, apples. What do you reckon that is? A house? Then we got an spending the money. This is another place to unlock over here. Oh, what? Now we saw a fishing screenshot. This is a big map, isn't it? I like it. The graphics on this fishing thing is beautiful. I am addicted to the gameplay. Yeah, I am a little bit. I missed what you said before there. Say games have this thing of creating vast expanse of idle maps and they make it extremely long to unlock them. Well, I think we saw, what was that game you quoted before? Dreamdale or whatever. That got really grindy. We actually played that on the stream quite some time ago, and that did feel, that was kind of off balance, that game for me. I think we really need to unlock this as well. There's another upgrade on the house, which is cool. Farmland 2 did that. Pretty huge worlds. I mean, Homa with farmland. Wait, what? I can't remember farmland. It's such a long time ago, that. So right now for me, just to pull this back in, because reading your comments I always lose my thoughts. There is plenty here to keep me going. What do you guys think? Are you feeling it the same? I'm not trying to gush too much about this game, but credit where credit's due for me. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of got that hook on the playtime. We've got all these skills that we haven't really expanded yet. I'm not sure if there's any more we can do on that or what. You personally think it's quite repetitive? Okay, that's fair, dude. Yeah, that's you're welcome to that opinion. The ideal, this part is a little bit. I think it's neat. I think we could have done with one of these guys here filling the market up. So we could just sort of concentrate a little bit more on the money side of things if I'm really going to pick it. Because with these upgrades are costing a lot of money. And the grind is real for the money right now. So we've got... Let's do this. Oh, what? Okay. Farmland is one of the few arcade idols that I played a lot, is it? Yeah, it's a long time ago that. It really was the genre-defining title, which is why it did really good for us. And all of these games were literally born from that genre-defining release from us, which is pretty amazing. Willogs. What is up, Willogs? Good to see you. I will get to your question in 1 second. I didn't have enough there, did I? Alright. Do you have any advice for a game developer who wants to start a hyper-casual studio and wants to get profitable as soon as possible? Anything that comes to mind, that is the clear answer. The clear answer is, do not waste time on your prototypes. Build them fast and test as soon as possible. I'm sure we have a really experienced bunch of people in the chat here. Please give your answers to Willogs there, but my advice is to test as soon as and as fast as possible. So now we've got the apples coming in, which is nice. Only one tree though. So anybody got any more advice from that? That's a great question. But yeah, test as fast as possible. Don't fall in love with your prototypes. Be happy to throw them away if your initial CPI is too high. And start small. And just really concentrate on your core loop to make this part here running around as fun as possible. Whatever sort of game you're building, just make sure your core loop is as fun as possible. Oh, okay, so we can fill the apples up on the second line. Good, alright. So maybe now we might see a bit of an increase in revenue coming in from these apples. So I'm going to upgrade this as soon as I can. I need a ton of money to do it. Okay. Rob a bank. Yeah, well, there is that. How fast should we start testing? Like, take this game for example. How polished did they make this before starting to test it? Well, this is a hybrid casual, and a very accomplished one at that. This is not a hyper casual game whatsoever. This is a totally different proposition than a hyper casual game. I wouldn't even begin to imagine how long this took them. And it's from a publisher who is hugely accomplished in this space, easily within the top 5 publishers in the world consistently for the last 3 to 5 years. So this is not, there is a team of people working on these games, right? It's a very different thing. Faisal, what is up? Hope you're doing well there, Faisal. Good to see you. Have a few years of budget if you're new. Most likely you will not get a hit for your first 20 to 30 games. That is stunning advice. And Faisal is a total legend here, so that is awesome, Faisal. Thanks for that. Solid advice. Okay. Wow, it's 10-2. Right. Okay, so I honestly could run this stream for a couple of hours today, but no one wants to do that. So what are we thinking on this new one from Say Games? And I'm only calling it because I legit might play this afterwards. I'm super pumped. Let's go and do that map while you guys... So if you're new here, we are asking for your vote out of 10. Doesn't matter. Whatever criteria you want to get. Just a ballpark. What is it? What's your vote out of 10? What would you rate this game? No right or wrong answers. I'm going to go up here because I want to see what happens to this map. Don't think about making money. Focus on continuing creation. Always reflect your games. Evolution of the game's market trends. Great advice there. Oh, look at these 10s coming in. Wow, okay. Oh, no, I'm super disappointed now. Why are we back to this one? Or is that... Alright. So this isn't blue. So this map is disappointing. It's a 9.5 because of the map. Right, so this is icy. So I think they missed an opportunity there. But I think we give them a little bit of slack. These look quite good. Can I run up here? Check it out. Could we go round the back? That's probably a bad idea. Alright, scratch that. It's all under control. Let's go on that. So get your votes in. I can see loads of you on the stream today. So do put your vote. Just put a number in the chat. What do you think? Let's just get the feel of the room. Alright, I guess we should go like this. That'll do. Nice. That mechanic's really nice, that. I like it a lot. 9. Captain, what do you think if a game like this with more complex battle part but less diverse idle part? I need to read that again. What do I think if a game like this with a more complex battle part but less diverse idle part? I don't know why you'd want it more complex on the battle. I think the complexity will come when you unlock different weapons and choose the tactics that way. I don't think you want to complicate the battle system more. You don't need to. Right, so that map has kind of rebooted itself. I don't like that. And I think this idle part, I'm not sure I would go that route at all. I wish we could create bombs for this battle and we're allowed to use as much as we could craft and trade. Well, that might be a different spin on it. Oh, full, okay. That might be a different way of doing it. But I think this is kind of perfect in terms of complexity for me. Remember, we want to make them... Just think of these as hyper-casual games on steroids, right? With meta around them. To make it more action orientated. Sure, I mean, I don't know is the short answer. I think both could work easily, sure. You know, there's never any right or wrong. All there is testing. I'm full on the money. Alright, so we're starting to get a little bit backed up here, which is good. I just want to see if there's anything else we can do before we have a look at the creatives, because that's level 9. Okay. Alright, so who didn't vote? If you didn't vote, get your vote in real quick. Mardy, you didn't vote. You didn't like it. So I want to know your score, because everyone else is liking it. Do give me a score, and then we'll go and have a look at the CPI videos on this one. But it looks like we've hit that sort of threshold where things are picking up a bit here, which is nice. I could honestly keep playing this. Let's have a look. Right, let's have a look at the CPI videos on this. Oh, boo. Okay. I'll turn the internet back on. Alright. So, brain. There we go. So let's have a look at some of the CPI videos. So what do we think then overall of that? I think that's one of the better ones we played. I don't know what I would change from that 30-40 minute type of play that we did there. But honestly, for 30 to 40 minutes on an arcade idol, I didn't feel like I was getting bored of it at all, actually, or quite the contrary. I think obviously they will live and die by the amount of content and the upgrades and how keeping that pace going. But that felt good to me. Just did. I'm disappointed with the map. I think that let it down a little bit. I think it would have been nicer because it's got that boat on there on the transition screen, and I think overall, I think they're probably maybe working on that. I think having a ship going from island to island on a map with a little bit of animation would elevate the production on that like tenfold. All right, so here's the videos. Let's have a look. I've got to be careful. I turn the sound down here. So these are the CPI videos. Prepare your castle for war. Okay. Oh, look at him going up. Wait, what? This is super OP, isn't it? Alright. I was actually curious to know more about this game when I saw it on the chart somewhere a week or two ago. Glad you covered it at depth too. Sure. I could, like I said, I could go on these streams for hours, but no one needs to see that. Alright, so wait, what? Hold on. This is a playable. We don't do the playable ones. Let's do this one. So these, oops, sorry. These are the battle ones. Can you see that? There we go. Alright, so you get jam there as well, which is cool. So obviously faked as hell, these ones, because you can't get the jam before the other plants. There's that map thing. Alright, so this is a proper produced video, this one. Oh, look at that. Different weapons there. You had a spray shot, which is nice. Looks like a totally different game. Yeah, it does. Well, I don't know about totally different, but they've certainly got some creative license here, which is fine. I've got to turn the sound off, or we'll get slammed with adverts. All right, there's that one. There's another one. Here's the app loving video. So of course, when we're doing the CPI videos, when you're scaling, all the different ad networks will have different creatives to work better on, depending on the network. Some will work better than others. How do I do? There we go. Look at this. That's an interesting start, running up that line like that. Call out the whole army. Ads are the same as the game, all the elements. Yeah, they're all the elements. I think they're just like sort of creative license on putting them all together. That's a really weird ad, no? Let's play that one again. So it starts off a running there. I can see that. It makes it look epic. That's cool. Then we go to the fight sequence, where we just take a few of them. But it's all cut off here, look. Can't even see what's happening. I don't know if that's a sensor tower crop that's gone wrong, but this can't be the actual video. I don't believe that for a second. That's really off. Let's try... Oh, here's the portrait version. Let's try this one. Oh, I can't get my brain. So this is the version, I think the other one should have been. They want you to press that button. Yeah, maybe, Tom. I think this is the actual version that we just saw, though. That makes more sense to me. I honestly think that was a mistake, not some sort of cunning trickery. Because they clearly want you to press this call out the whole army thing. Let's try this one again. Yeah, I think that with the hook, they're running past all the army, and then the CTA is to call them all. I think that's kind of neat. This one ad must have terrific CPI. Well, it's clearly winning for them on app loving, I would think, by the looks of things. Let's have another look at this one, which is more of a builder. So here's more of the typical. Well, it's a different. Okay, so this is totally different, right? The houses with different graphics. Going through the motions of telling you what to do. He's just died. That's a fail video, right? It's got to be. Curious, that one. I'm not sure about that one at all. What do you guys think of this one? I mean, obviously the chopping of the wood's pretty good. Build a house. This part's cool. I'm not sure about this end bit here. I think you should actually fail. I think you should fail here, and then you should go and then like build the town hall, don't you think? I guess that's what it's trying to do. I'm not sure that's massively successful for me, but who knows? Alright, so what do we think of the CPI videos? I think the first one is, I'm pretty sure this first one was the most impressive for me. Let's have another look at that while we take a quick slurp. This looks super cool, this one, doesn't it? That's a big old bomb as well. I was expecting the videos to be very different, were you? They merged the two games in one video to compress the whole game into one ad. Yeah, I think that's smart. I'm not sure I was expecting any different, to be honest. What happens with these playable ones? Can we actually play them? Like, for real, can I play these? Oh, look at this, I can play them. I didn't even know you could do that. Oh, I feel so stupid. Alright. Sure. I love the palette on this one. So these are the playable ads. They got like bombs in them. Are they going to blow up those barrels? Nice. Honestly, I prefer this sort of Angry Birds type mechanic rather than the running around one. I think this is really strong. Let's blow this thing up. Might as well. Nice. Oh, who knew? I didn't know you could actually play him on Sensor. Focusing more to the battle gameplay to differentiate itself from the other arcade idols. Yeah, I think that's the hook here. Merging them into one game, bringing this clarity, but also a bit of misdirection on how the actual game feels. This looks more like zombie defense type. A little bit, yeah. But this is the key, right? If these adverts are created to get downloads, right? So it's kind of like don't judge, because if this was your game, you want anything at your disposal to get you downloads, right? And rest assured, there are literally thousands of variations that go into all of these videos that get tested. I mean, here at Homa, we test, oh my goodness, I can't even tell you how many get tested. It is incredible. Like, thousands and thousands. I actually prefer this little playable game here. I think that's way more fun. When I said they could amp up this battle part more and make the idle part more about empowering the army for this part. I think the idle part for me, Elbow, was good. I think, would I change the battle up a little bit? Yeah, probably. Like I said, I prefer that kind of thing. Personally. Let's do one more. Now I know you can blow them. Graphics are great here. I can't really zoom in as much as I'd like. You can get the picture, right? Something really satisfying about doing this with this sort of Angry Birds type control. Works really nice on these playable ads as well. I don't know what else I've got to blow up. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, it probably didn't matter, did it? Alright, so there we go. That is King or Fail this week. Probably do more next week. And like I said, over the next coming weeks, we've got a full broken down from start to finish arcade idol game design. Goes all the way through from the purpose of the resource stations all the way through to the monetization. It's absolutely killer, I promise you, and that's going to be exclusive inside the academy, and we're going to be doing some live streams to go along with that. So I think it's really interesting. There's plenty of innovation still with Arcade Idol. I really like the format as well, which gets me a bit pumped when I see games like this. We will have a look next week, and CPI show next week. So once again, if you want your videos played on the stream, like certainly I know a few of you already uploaded, be sure to come in and upload your videos, and we will play them live on the stream next week. What are you saying there, Ebo? Nothing wrong with the idle part. It's justified for any idle lover. I'm talking on multiple streams, so I'm well, why are you watching multiple streams? That's all I can say. Outrageous. All right, just for funsies, we're going to show, because I've seen the start of this game, I want to show you the start of this new one from Ecstasy, because it looks total killer. And let's end up with that today. And hopefully we'll be able to... Come on. So here is the new game from Ecstasy. It's called Idle Breaker. It's a zombie apocalypse idle game, much like we were seeing. And we may well play this one next week. But check this out for the start of the game. Wow, I always... So here we go. All right, we're just going to do 2 minutes here, promise. So this is a highly polished game from my favourite studio, and it looks freaking awesome. I say, start a game. Pretty nice. So we might check that one out next week. But yeah, we're dialing in on hybrid, light, and deep over the next few weeks, concentrating on Arcade Idle, because, like I said before, Homa was essentially the publisher who defined the genre. We came up with it, first to launch with it, and that means that we have so much expertise in house here at Homa. We are going to be sharing a lot more knowledge, and as you're inside the academy as a Homa Labs member, you're going to have the full thing laid out for you. So if you ever want to build these games, we're going to run down exactly what you need to do game design wise, and it's going to be awesome. There'll be downloads, and we'll be doing loads of live streams as well. All right, with all that said and done, it's going to go and wrap it up today. Get your videos in for next week for the CPI show this time next week. I'll be joined with Oleg, and we'll be going through. So any videos, if you've got a failed prototype that you want some advice on, you don't know what went wrong, we might be able to give you some hints and tips, and I'll let Oleg share all his knowledge as he does every week. If you want to see what your fellow Academy people have already uploaded, just head down onto the YouTube channel. There's a playlist there with all the shows that we've done so far. Number 4 next week. Amazing. Where is the year going? But we will be covering some other things on the CPI show next week, as well as the user submitted videos, which I think is working out really nice. So Olet will provide us some little presentation, and then we'll go on to give feedback on yours. All right. Idle Breaker is a lot like our new next idea. Well, that's not a bad thing, right? If you're seeing one of the best studios, literally the Nintendo studio of the App Store, building a game like you're building, that means that you're doing something right. It's a good idea, right? All right. Thanks, everyone. It is a bank holiday weekend here in the UK, so I won't be around on Discord on Monday, but feel free to post in there anyway, and I'll pick it up, and someone will be looking after that for us on the Monday. If you want to submit your games, as ever, go on to Homa Labs and upload your prototype, and we will test it for you. And if it's got promising KPIs and all the rest of it, you'll then get assigned a publishing manager, and we'll go into the iteration stage and start working with you properly for your game. So we pay for the test, so don't worry about any of that. All you got to do is upload your game, make us some videos, and we will test it for you. Come and join me in the Discord, not on Monday because I won't be there, but I'll be checking back in normal service on the Tuesday. And yeah. So, with all that said and done, thank you everybody for joining with me today. You guys are awesome. Super appreciate you being here. Do me a solid favor and give this a like. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you get that bell done so you'll get notified when we go live with the CPI show next week. And if you're super special and feeling particularly awesome, as I know you are, leave me a comment underneath letting us know how you felt about the game and you want to see more of this sort of stuff. All right, with all that said and done, it's going to go and wrap it up for me for now. Have a great weekend. I will catch you next week. Take care. And yeah, remember, games don't make themselves. See you later, guys. Ta-da. Bye-bye.